Hi, I'm David Hill with New York Habitat. Today we're doing another video on this great neighborhood known as Harlem.
Harlem is a large area in northern Manhattan. It stretches from the East River west to the Hudson River between 155th Street to the north and 110th Street to the south, which is the northern boundary of Central Park.
Harlem is so large, in fact, that it would be impossible to cover in just one video. So we'll be doing different videos for the various districts of Harlem.
The districts of Harlem are West Harlem, Morningside Heights, Central Harlem, East Harlem, and Hamilton Heights.
So our next stop in our series on Harlem will be Morningside Heights.
Morningside Heights is a neighborhood within the area of Harlem, and it's known for its many colleges like Columbia University, the Manhattan School of Music, Barnard College, and for its beautiful churches like the Cathedral of St. John the Divine and Riverside Church, just to name a few.
The Cathedral of St. John the Divine, designed in 1888, was built to allow people of all different religions to gather here to pray. In fact, it has become the house of prayers for the New York religious melting pot.
The church is also a major center for musical performances in New York. In fact, you can check out its calendar for future events, concerts, classes, and various programs offered.
So I'm here at the Peace Fountain, which was sculpted in 1985 and is found just next to the Cathedral of St. John the Divine. It illustrates the triumph of good over evil. Good is represented by the Archangel St. Michael, and evil is represented by none other than Satan himself. Right, so I'm here in front of Tom's Restaurant, which is famous for two reasons. One is it was a title of a song by Suzanne Vega called Tom's Diner. But secondly, this is the restaurant that is in one of my favorite American television shows, Seinfeld. That's right, Jerry and his friends used to live in this neighborhood and eat at that restaurant because the food was good and it was cheap. The place is open 24 hours a day and it's a favorite hotspot for the local Columbia University students.
Columbia University is a private and prestigious university with a large campus that occupies 299 acres of land. It has approximately 25,000 students and 3,500 professors. It was founded in 1754 with the name of King's College by King George II of England. It lost its name after the American Revolution and it was renamed Columbia University in 1912.
So I'm standing at the gates of Columbia University, where you can still see the emblems of English royalty, which reminds us that this is the oldest university in New York. They own almost 8,000 apartments in this area, all for their students and staff.
Even though Columbia University owns many apartments in Morningside Heights, you should know that New York Habitat offers many beautiful apartments as well. If you wish to stay in this historic area of Harlem, be sure to consider one of the many apartments offered by New York Habitat. You can book a vacation rental, a long-term apartment, or a room in a shared apartment.
So we're in Morningside Park, which is really the heart of Morningside Heights. What's really great is that all around you'll find historic homes, the Riverside Church just behind us, you've got the Cathedral of St. John the Divine, and what a lot of people don't know is that this park was designed by the same architects that designed Central Park. It's rather unusual for a president of the United States to be buried in the middle of the city as opposed to a national cemetery. But the 18th president of the United States, Ulysses Grant, chose to be buried here in New York to show his gratitude to New Yorkers for their support in his final years. So we're walking along the walls of Riverside Church here in Morningside Heights. This church is known for a few things. First of all, it is the tallest church in the United States. It's also got great Gothic architecture. And third but not least, it has the largest carillon in the entire world. There have also been a lot of famous speeches and debates held here, both religious and political. Well, we've come to the end of our tour of Morningside Heights, and I hope you've had a good time. There are a lot of other things to do around here. If you know of any, make sure you leave a small message in our comment section below.
If you're planning a trip to New York, you should definitely consider Harlem as a home base. It's just minutes away from downtown New York, and furnished apartment rentals are generally less expensive than other areas of Manhattan. Visit our website at nyhabitat.com and click on your favorite vacation rental in Harlem. Don't forget that we have apartments not only in this area, but in all the neighborhoods of New York City.
So I'm David Hill with New York Habitat. Isn't it about time that you've planned a trip to New York City?